Well, hello, everyone. How are all of you? Hopefully, you're all doing well. So, we're starting chapter 4 here.
Negotiations with the Republican government are complete. The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted. However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
I suppose that's acceptable. After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur. We should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
Yes, sir. Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable of. Our next concern is the upcoming summer festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference. I propose posting Lecter to the east and Millium to the west. That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
It's almost like you read my mind. Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir. I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the summer festival in your capable hands. Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency. His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
Ah, show him in.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in. Oh, forgive my intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
No, it's quite all right. I just finished giving my report. It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
Likewise. I think it's been, what, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall. I've been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods. Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member. But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work, especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility and the 4 great houses in particular.
Agreed. But we'll need to stay vigilant.
I'm pleased that you agree, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz.
The feeling's mutual. Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
Of course, and that's exactly why I intend to go with him. Next month's conference may be the West Samuria Trade Conference in name, but it's far more than that. It's the region's first international conference in modern times. So the discussions won't be limited to economic matters. Regional security and other timely issues are sure to come up.
I see. So that's why all the region's heads of state will be in attendance?
Precisely. President Rocksmith will represent the Republic of Calvert, of course. Prince Albert will be representing the Principality of Ermaferia as its head of state. Crown Princess Claudia will be coming to represent Liberl in place of the Queen. And representing Crossbell State, we have Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. All of them are either heads of state or their acting representatives.
Meanwhile, Erebonia is sending Chancellor Osborne as a representative of the Imperial government. But Father is the head of state, isn't he?
Indeed. And that's why I'm planning to go as well, even though I'm far from the ideal candidate. The Imperial family needs to be represented to make sure all sides are on equal terms.
You shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. But I think I understand the situation. I feel so ashamed. I shouldn't have to rely on you to educate me about simple politics like this. Recently, I feel as though all my inadequacies have been staring me in the face. I wish every day I had the intelligence and quick-wittedness you possess. And I wonder, am I truly capable of inheriting the throne from Father?
You know, Her Highness Princess Claudia of Liberl once said exactly the same thing.
She did?
As the successor to the throne of Liberl, I've heard that she agonized over whether she was fit to become queen. But eventually, she came to terms with her own inexperience and vowed that she would strive each day to overcome it. And I have no reason to believe that my talented brother cannot do the same.
Olivert, thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
That said, I do think you should spend more of your time living life the way you want to. I don't think anyone would blame you for wanting to indulge your interests once in a while.
I am how I am, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'm a little jealous of how being so open and carefree comes so naturally to you.
Well, I think it'd be less concerning for all involved if you avoided taking after me too much.
Another thing, I sometimes find myself admiring Chancellor Osborne's strong-willed nature as well.
Oh?
He was quite forceful in introducing the Imperial Transportation Act last year, despite the opposition's objections. But ever since then, I've heard the number of orbital car accidents has fallen dramatically. I can see why Father trusts him so much.
Well, I wouldn't disagree that was a fine piece of policymaking. The campaign he launched with the help of City Hall was exceptionally well executed. But on the other hand...
Honestly, don't you think it's a little early in the day to be having a sticky political discussion?
Alphen?
Oh, have your lessons already finished for the day?
Indeed. They gave us the afternoon off to prepare for the summer festival. But come on, Cedric. You need to stop taking everything so seriously. We're 15. It's far too early for us to be worrying about politics.
Actually, I'm not sure 15 is too early, to be honest.
What you should be concerned about is being more of a man at official parties. Blushing head to toe just from a lady asking you to dance? Shameful. Totally shameful.
Come on. Why do you have to bring that up again?
You know, that did wonders for his popularity. The ladies at that party were swooning left and right. He was playing their maternal instincts like a harp.
Well, I can't deny that. Even some of the men there were fawning over him, saying Cedric was more of a youthful flower than me.
Surely you're kidding, right?
That reminds me, Alphen. Have you decided on your dance partner for the upcoming garden party?
Yeah. You've always avoided dancing at official functions.
Curious, are we? Well, I do have someone in mind this time. Although whether I can get him to say yes...
Really?
My. It sounds like you aren't just blowing smoke. Imperial Chronicle is going to have a field day when they find out.
You're really going to dance with someone? Could it be a son from one of the 4 great houses?
That's for me to know and you to discover. He is a noble, though. I'll give you that much. Oh, that reminds me. Prince Olivert, I have a proposal I'd like to discuss with you. I should open that letter from Reen that came in this morning. I'm almost afraid to think how Her Highness would have reacted if she found this. Dear Miss Schwarzer. Really, Reen? Still Miss Schwarzer? I'm your own sister. What? Reen, why?
The hell did the letter say? What kind of stupid nonsense did Reed write there?
Mid-July. Summer had come to Trista, and that meant it was time for us students to dust off our short-sleeved shirts. With months of experience under our belts, we finally found ourselves adjusting to the rigors of our coursework. And it was during those early days of summer, before the heat became well and truly withering, that we saw the start of a uniquely seasonal new lesson.
All right, that should be enough of a warm-up. I'm supposed to remind you that swimming classes here are meant to teach you skills relevant to military service. You know, how not to drown if you wind up in the water, how to save others from drowning, CPR, that kind of stuff. In fact, CPR is a pretty vital skill on any battlefield. Reen, Elisa, would you care to give us a demonstration? Instructor!
In front of everyone?
Come on, guys, just kidding around. Point is, it's still important that you learn how to do it and that you won't hesitate to use it if the need arises. Whether that means locking lips with someone of the same sex or the opposite.
Of course. Well, it is a skill we can use to save someone's life.
After we've covered that, I'll be timing how long it takes each of you to swim the length of the pool. Will you give me a hand, Laura?
As you wish.
That was unnecessary fan service.
You're up, Gaius. Ready, and go!
You're next, Emma. Ready, go!
Wow, look at Gaius go!
Yeah, I already used to swim in that lake in the Highlands every summer, so I kind of expected that.
Emma's a lot faster than I thought she'd be, too. Though it's not much her swimming ability that I envy.
What do you... Oh, I get it.
You don't need to get it. Anyway, what are you doing just staring at girls in swimsuits?
I'm not staring. My eyes are just pointed in that general direction.
Well, any guy would have a hard time taking his eyes off of our class's girls. I'm not even sure who to gawk at first. I mean, even the other guys are handsome. You're pretty toned yourself, Reen.
You think?
Well, it does look like you put a lot into your exercise and training. As for you, Elliot, I think you're better just the way you are.
Oh, really?
I don't think I want to imagine Elliot all buff and ripped.
Hmm? Hey, what's that on the left side of your chest, Reen? Some kind of scar?
Oh, you're right. It's so faint that I hadn't noticed it before.
Oh, that. It's some kind of mark. It's been there as long as I can remember. Don't know how I got it, though.
Wow.
Actually, when I look at it more closely, it looks more like a bunch of little scars all knit together. It makes you look really manly and tough. I kind of wish I had one now.
Seriously?
It really wouldn't suit you. Trust me.
It really doesn't suit him either. But it is very curious.
Can't believe we finished with the exact same time. We must be destined to strive against each other forever.
What are you talking about? The only one I was competing against was myself. And even then, I barely put much effort into it.
Well, it's not like I was giving my best either.
These two.
That was refreshing. I wouldn't mind swimming a little longer, actually.
Okay, Laura, are you ready? I'll time your lap. Though I doubt I really need to, considering you're in the swimming club.
No, please do.
So Laura's next. You can tell she's a member of the swimming club. Just look at the way she stands on the block.
Ready, and go!
Whoa, she's fast. How is she doing it?
Impressive.
Whew. Well done.
Let's see, 20.02 seconds. Not bad at all. All right, I think it's time for me to dive into the mix. Everyone, pick a partner. It's time for a little head-to-head competition.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Uh-oh, races.
it appears we've been given a chance to settle this once and for all.
I'm ready when you are.
I think we'd be a good match, Emma. How about it?
True. Our times were pretty close.
How about it, Laura? Want to partner up with me?
Not today, I'm afraid. I wish to challenge Fee this time.
Me? Laura? But your times weren't even close.
Well, all right, let's go with that. I guess that leaves me with Reen. It's your lucky day again.
Wait, why me?
Oh, poor Reen. Completely oblivious at all things. Although I'm fairly certain if a girl hit on me that's hard as what she hits on him, I'd be completely oblivious too, to be fair.
Oh, I'm exhausted. You know, this seems like it would be pretty effective as part of a diet plan.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to win this, is there?
Go easy on me, Gaius.
Same to you.
Ready? Go!
Oh, God. My God, this is gonna take.
Ready? Go!
I at least did better that time, but not good enough.
Ready? Go!
I actually won. Nicely done, Reen.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, okay. Are you both ready?
Not quite. Fee, how about giving it all you've got this time?
Huh? Laura? What if I already did?
I don't think so. I could tell just by watching you. Don't make light of me. Your earlier time was certainly not the best you're capable of.
Well, it's not very polite to your opponent to hold back. This isn't like the battlefields you grew up fighting on. It's a place you can grow and better yourself by challenging others. Deep down, I know you realize that.
Good. Then let us begin.
Looking at them like this, it's obvious how different their builds are.
If build were all that mattered, we would have turned in faster times than either of them.
I imagine the difference lies in their control of their bodies.
Yeah, this'll be one to watch.
Ready? Go!
What?
Incredible!
Who won?
Whoa.
Which of them was first?
It was too close to call.
No, there was a tiny difference. Laura came out ahead on this one.
Having longer arms might have been the deciding factor, even.
Oh, I wish I could have joined in.
Well done.
The same to you. You can do this when you want to, and yet you consistently hold back. Why?
No reason, really? Too much effort, I guess.
It seems we truly could not find a middle ground.
Well, the temperatures are going up, up, and I don't know about you, but I'm wilting like a flower. But as everyone knows, when the heat is on, that's when the refreshing power of beer is at its peak. Oh, maybe I should use my free day tomorrow to hit up all the capital's beer gardens. If you're waiting for us to stop you, you're in for a long wait. So do you have a classy gentleman lined up to go with you, or will you be flying solo again? You just had to ask. Anyway, moving on. Your next practical exam is coming up next Wednesday. I'm sure you're already used to them by now, but just make sure you're ready. Yes, instructor. That means next week will be our field study then. It feels like we just got one day done with our... if I could figure out how to make words. It feels like we just got done with our last one. Aw, if we're tied up next weekend, I guess I won't be able to go to the capital for the summer festival this year. What summer festival? It's a seasonal holiday, kind of. Most of the major cities in the Erebonia celebrate it in June. I've heard it's actually an old animistic festival that the Septian Church adopted. Ah, I see. We actually do have a summer festival in Nord. Though if it's mostly celebrated in June, why does the capital wait until July? You know, I've always wondered that too. Does anyone actually know? The standards we're teaching just aren't what they used to be. I believe it has something to do with the War of the Lions, though beyond that... That's correct. July is the month the Emperor Dracula's brought an end to the Civil War. Because of that, the summer festival is held a month late alongside the celebrations of the war's end. Huh, interesting. Actually, I think Instructor Thomas was talking about that one time. But it sounded like he was just going babble on forever, so I managed to worm my way out of that conversation. Well, can't say I blame you. If you let him, he can go on about history all day. He doesn't know how to shut up. Anyway, make sure you don't let the heat sap your strength. Though I'm sure a miracle-working maid will whip up a massive meal to keep us energized. It really does seem like she and Sharon have some kind of history together. I'd bet my mirror on it. Sharon always plays innocent whenever I ask her about it, though. Well, that about does it for homeroom. If you'll do the honors, Mock, yes? Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow. Fee? I'm going to go after her, okay? Thanks. Do you think you'd maybe make a little more effort to get along with her? You are her senior, after all. I'm aware of that. However, looks like those two are getting along the same as ever. They seem to be arguing after the race in our swimming course, too. I heard that her group's last field study score was middling as well. It's true, they were like that the entire trip. Is there nothing you can do to smooth things out between them, Rean? Well, I'd love to do something for them if I could, but... Huh? Why me? Well, you just seem so good at this kind of thing. Real natural. And besides, you're the well-intentioned Mark who got duped into running errands for the student council. It's not like I do anything that major for them. What's wrong, Elliot? Sorry, what were you saying? Oh, right, I have to agree, Rean. I think you're the best one for the job, too. I mean, it was thanks to you that Justus and Makis became buddies. Who the hell became buddies? You must be sniffing roses in the Garden of Delusions if you think I'm a friend of his. You both, they say that, but you're totally on the same wavelength. Anyways, hate to dish and dash, but... I've got a club meeting to get to. Oh yeah, wind orchestra, right? I should be on my way as well. Actually, I've got a club meeting to attend to myself. I'll catch you all later then. Ah, come on. I remember this being on PS4 and not being anywhere near this responsive. Well, Chairman, what brings you here? One of my duties is to fill some of the Chairman's Board of Directors related work on our behalf. I was in the process of doing just that. Wow, I knew you were skilled, but helping out with things that are so tangential like that is really something else. They were merely a few simple tasks, that's all. The Chairman rarely finds the time to visit, and as such, she often requests that I come along in her stead. That's Sharon for you, shrugging off her own superhuman accomplishments. Literature. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at something here. Oh! I figured something out that I never figured out in my first playthrough. Oops. Oops. Mistakes have been made. The stuff you only ever figure out when you're like, where am I missing this? How do I get this? Okay, so since I figured out something,
right.
Actually, just a moment here.
Right. 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 Right.
Okay, I'm back. That's very suspicious. Supervisor, friend. I don't know that the Poe would have given it away.
I guess there are cicadas around Trista, too. When I hear them, I always feel like that's when summer's really arrived.
Retiring for the day, Schwarzer?
Instructor Neidhart.
Yes. Are you heading out too?
Indeed. I have some business to take care of with my division, so I'll be returning there tomorrow. With that on the agenda, I thought it wise to finish the day's work early.
Your division? Oh, yeah. You were sent here by the Imperial Army, right?
Correct. Though because of that, it's difficult to keep a regular schedule here. Anyway, While I'm here, I want to acknowledge the work you did during your field study last month.
You mean that incident in Nord?
The same. Reading the Army's report, it seemed that armed conflict with the Republican Army was a real possibility. While the Intelligence Division no doubt had a hand in resolving the conflict, you and the other members of your group played an integral part in averting a war. You deserve credit for that.
Thanks. You haven't been able to find out anything more about that man with the glasses, have you?
The one who hired the mercenaries and introduced himself as Gideon? Regrettably not. The Intelligence Division is looking into his identity, but they don't appear to have found anything yet. Personally, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they had discovered something already, but chose not to share it with us.
I see.
Schwarzer, I'll be the first to admit you performed admirably out there. But I assume you're aware that luck played a large part in your success?
Well,
Reading your report, the number of arbitrary decisions stood out to me. For an army to function, its members need to work together as a group, united under the will of its commander. As an organization, it can't perform at its best if its members disregard authority and act on instinct. You've already been over this in class, I believe?
Yes, Instructor. I realize now that our actions in Nord were rash, but they made things harder for the Lieutenant General. If it wasn't for our inexperience, we might have been able to capture the man with the glasses too.
If you understand that, I have nothing further to say on the matter. It's not my intent to belittle your efforts. Your report indicates that you were forced to make a number of split-second decisions. I'm not suggesting that there's no place for flexibility and independent thought in an organization like the Army. But it's vital for you to understand the reasoning behind and importance of that structure, and to respect it.
Yes, Instructor.
Teaching cadets to respect and work within that system should be the job of their class's instructor. Though considering her background, I was foolish to expect that of her.
Her? You're talking about Instructor Serah?
Indeed. Granted, she's quite skilled, but she lacks the disposition and diligence of a soldier. I understand she didn't come from an army background, but with her position, one would hope she would pick up on the basics.
Oh, so do you know what Instructor Serah did before she became an instructor here?
Oh? Is she keeping mum about that? I just assumed you were already aware. Before she came to Thor's, Serah was...
It's not very becoming of a gentleman to go around broadcasting a lady's secrets, you know.
Instructor Serah.
Instructor Valestine.
I totally understand where you're coming from. You meet a beautiful, captivating lady and you want to know more. But don't let hard-headed officer types like our friend here rub off on you too much. Got it? You always play by the rules, and you'll find yourself in a jam someday when you encounter people who don't.
Instructor?
You're one to talk. I hardly think a capricious instructor who leaves everything to chance is capable of guiding our cadets to greatness.
Well, of course I couldn't do a better job than the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or was that the Provincial Army? I mean, you've got the whole tradition and status are everything mindset down pat.
These two really don't seem to get along. First Sharon, now Instructor Neidhart. Instructor Serah almost seems like she's spoiling for a fight.
Who do we have here? Well, if it isn't Instructor Serah and Instructor Neidhart.
Uh-oh.
Instructor Thomas?
Oh, and young Reen is with you too. Simply marvelous. It looks like you're having a downright jolly time. Would you mind if I joined you?
I'm not sure that would be...
Actually, I was just leaving. Come along, Reen. We need to hurry back to the dorms now.
We do?
Oh, but while we're all together like this, what say we have a few drinks together and enjoy some quality faculty bonding time? I heard the two of you really know how to hold your liquor.
I'm afraid I really must...
actually just been hit with the overwhelming urge to drink alone in my room tonight.
Now, there's no need to be shy. We're all friends here. Oh, I know. Why don't you come along with us, Reen? We can't float a beer your way quite yet, but I'd be happy to treat you to something else.
No, it's quite all right. You teachers are always so busy, I'd hate to get in the way of your quality bonding time. So, if you'll excuse me, I'll be sure to let Sharon know that you're having dinner out tonight, Instructor.
No, Reen, well, wait! What kind of heartless monster are you? Get back here, Reen Schwarzer!
Well, shall we be off?
I couldn't possibly. I need to depart early tomorrow morning, so I really must insist.
Okay. So let's hit up the bottom floor and talk to everyone down here, and we'll just... Oh, there's Sharon. I'm not sure what she thinks I'm talking about, but I doubt it's what I actually said. I heard about it years ago. Just... sitting on a box of weapons and explosives. Laura's... logical, but still disappointing. Well, I mean, if something makes you happy, but it's like you wouldn't really get a chance to use it, it's like, do I really want to spend that money? Yep, we'll call it a day.
Oh, Rean, did you get the request list?
Sure I did. I'm actually working through it right now.
Glad to hear it. I was half asleep on my way to the academy this morning, so I wasn't totally sure if I'd put them in your mailbox or not. I take my work home all the time, but the sleep deprivation is really starting to get to me. That's right. I dropped them off on my way to the academy. Oh, it's really no problem. You're always helping us out, so it's the least I can do. Well then, good luck today.
Okay. So let's... Yeah, that's just. Son of a. The auditorium looks like a place that we haven't even been yet, so... We're looking for a place no one really goes. Sounds like the perfect spot. Okay. I mean, yeah, without permission to take anyone's photograph, you really shouldn't. Just like you should try to avoid photobombing people. It's just rude. Dude, this is... Okay. I forgot I wanted to go to the general goods. Let's go to the gymnasium. Oh. Well, I mean, that Patrick kid is a complete and absolute dick.
Bring it on! My turn. Too slow! Go! Here we go! Go! Ha! Yep! Go! Huh. Yep! Go! Go! Huh. Yep!
Well, Shit, I probably should have saved before this. Try again. I got so out of sync there. Oh, I thought I hadn't finished them yet, but... That's how they go to the army. I mean, it doesn't matter if they showed you up. Seriously. Okay.
Right.
Just need... Is there Gaius page in any of that? No, no Gaius page. Or Makarov page, because those are the only two it looks like I need. So... now time to do bonding events. Okay. So I need an event with Machias. Do I have one available? I do. And then, let's see, what are my options left? Let's go with Alyssa, who should be the boutique. Okay. And then, let's see here. So now all we got left is the schoolhouse. I need pour, so that would be fee. So we need fee in the party. I think that's Milliam. We don't have her yet. Sophie, Gaius, okay.
Okay. It's technically edible.
All right, I'll give it a try. Delicacy straight from...
Hope this turns out okay. Something seems...
Okay. So we need to find a good source of clear gelatin, because we need a crap ton of it. Higher elements again.
Right. Right.
All right, let's get started. Now's our chance. I can do this. Okay.
Leave it to me. There.
Right. Fire!
Here we go. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Forgot to.
Okay.
Let's get it.
I can do this.
Go. Okay, it's safe for now.
The wind's behind us. Let's go.
Here we go. Silphy dance. That's that.
Go.
I can do this. That takes care of them.
The wind's behind us.
Here we go.
Let's go.
I'll handle it. I can do this.
It's my turn.
Right. My turn.
My turn. Okay, it's safe for now.
Now. Okay.
Here we go.
Right.
It's my turn.
Right. I'll handle it.
Here we go. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Okay. It's my turn.
It's my turn.
Go.
I didn't bring entirely the right people.
Looks like we've still got a ways to go. Okay. Right.
My turn.
It's my turn.
There.
Together, we're unbeatable.
Here we go.
Okay. Right.
All right. There.
Right. Okay.
My turn. All right. There.
Together, we're unbeatable.
Here we go.
My turn. It's my turn.
All right.
I can do this. Is everyone okay?
I am sure they are just fine.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
I can do this.
Here we go. All right. There.
I go where the wind takes me.
Hey, come back here.
Now's our chance.
My turn.
Let's get him. Go.
I can do this.
It's my turn.
It's my turn. My turn.
My turn.
Leave it to me. Together, we're unbeatable.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Now's our chance. I'll handle it.
Go.
I can do this. Fire!
All right.
It's my turn. All right, let's keep on moving.
An even lower section.
Now's our... Okay.
Go.
Right. Fire!
All right.
Right. My turn.
Go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Advantage is ours. Okay. Now.
Gotcha. Here we go.
I can do this.
All right.
It's my turn. Fire! I'll handle it.
Go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Enemy sighted.
It's my turn.
Take him out.
Fire!
Go.
My turn.
It's my turn.
There.
It's my turn.
Go.
My turn. Right. Fire!
All right. There.
I can do this. I'll handle it. Done. But we can't relax yet.
We're finally done.
Watch out. This is a tough my turn.
Here we go. Sylphie, ding! That's that.
My turn. Azure Flames, Gabriel Pass, strike!
This is my sparking overlap Blacksmith arrow!
Together, we're unbeatable.
Yeah, mostly. Seems stronger than anything we've taken within here so far. Something more and more like the hypothesis I came up with is right on the money. Feels like someone, or something, is testing us. At least that's the impression I get. So a test, is it? That does sound plausible. We don't have enough information right now to make a guess. If we keep on pushing deeper into these ruins, maybe we'll find something that... What was that? Sound came from somewhere in this building. This hasn't happened before, has it? I think we should head for now and assess the situation. Let's head back to the elevator room. What? A red door? I don't remember this being here before. Yeah, I doubt we could possibly have overlooked something like this obvious. I wonder if the appearance of this door is what caused that tremor earlier. It's plausible. I've seen enough of this building that I could believe in almost anything. Regardless, it bears investigating. You're right. Now it goes to clues that will lead to some answers about this place. It's no good. This thing's not going to budge. I can hardly believe all those cuts didn't leave a single trace. My old staff and arts don't seem like they're doing any damage either. It's going to be some material we've never even heard of before. I doubt even military-grade explosives would do much. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that just breaking through is off the table. If you listen, you hear the sounds of cogs and springs coming from it too. And the door itself is some kind of giant ornament. Either that or there's something behind it making those sounds. The mark on my chest. What was that? What's wrong, Rian? It's nothing. But it looks like we've done all we can here for now. We should head back up. Looks like we're so close. So it's already evening. I'd really like to submit a report on the Red Door before the end of the day. The principal isn't here today, is he? I guess we'll just have to settle for telling the trick to Sarah for now. Yeah, you're right. I'll tell her about it after we get back to the dorms. Anyway, thanks for coming along again. And I don't know about you guys, but after that, I'm feeling pretty beat. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. Will do. Alright, see you later. Okay. We'll go spend time with Laura. Oh, no, not yet. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're headed back to Reen?
Yeah. You all on your way back then?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit bushed today.
I figured it was about time to return to the dorms, too.
To be honest, I was hoping to get some more studying in, but since everyone else was going back...
Good old peer pressure. Oh, aren't Laura and Fee with you?
I'm afraid not. We looked for them, but they were nowhere to be found.
They're old enough to find their own way back.
I guess you're right, but it's a shame we couldn't all go back together.
Reen?
Huh?
Who is that girl?
Isn't that uniform...
Elise? When did you...
What?
Is that your sister?
The one and only. What are you doing here, Elise? And this late in the day, too.
Look deep in your heart and you'll find your answer.
What?
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm Elise, Reen's sister. I apologize for cutting in, but would it be possible for me to borrow him for a while?
You're going to get good talking to there, Reen.
It's been a while, huh? Must be 6 months since I saw you? 7?
Yeah. The last time I saw you was when I came back to Ymir at the end of last year. But I always thought we'd have a chance to meet up after you enrolled here.
I'm sorry. I wanted to meet you out here too. It's just, I've been so busy lately. Besides, it's not easy to get permission to leave St. Astraeus campus, is it?
That's entirely beside the point. Heimdall is just 30 minutes from Trista by train. Add 20 more minutes travel time to get from Central Station to my school. But
So
I
about an
suppose
hour.
you're so tied up that even 50 minutes is too much time to spare for a little visit.
Well, it would actually be about 2 hours, considering both ways.
I'm sorry. I really am. I kept being hit with classwork, exams, field studies. But you're right. I probably could have made time if I'd made that a priority. It's just that...
Yes?
Well... It's just that when I saw you last year, you seemed kind of... distant. I thought maybe you'd started to find me a bother, so I figured it'd be best to just stay out of your way, I guess.
I was never distant. Maybe it seemed that way because... well, it's kind of a personal thing. I'd rather not talk about it.
If something's bothering you, you know you can always tell me about it.
It doesn't matter. What does matter is that I've never thought of you as a bother, ever. And I swear on Adios' name that I never will.
Really? I'm happy to hear that. All right then. I'm going to clear up some time to come to the capital and see you. Promise. And you're always welcome to come visit me here, too.
Really? I'm glad to hear it. After growing up together, you're the last person I'd want to feel distant from.
You're right. So, is that what you came all the way out here to talk about? Seems a little overbearing just for that.
Well, our lack of communication has definitely been on my mind, but that's not the main reason I came here today. Do you really not know why I came?
Should I? Oh, that's the last letter I sent to you, isn't it? Oh, did you come for the souvenir I got you on our trip to the Nord Highlands? I found this cute accessory there that I figured you'd like.
You did? Wait, no, that's not why I came either. The issue here is the final part of your letter.
It's possible that after I graduate, I'll join the army. Even if I don't, though, I doubt I'll be coming back home to live. I really want to repay Mom and Dad for all they've done for me, so I'd appreciate your help with that at some point. I'm looking forward to catching up with you. Hope you're doing well. Ah, that.
What did you mean by, even if I don't, though, I doubt I'll be coming back home to live? Or by wanting to repay Mother and Father? You make it sound as though you intend to sever ties with them. You can't honestly be thinking that you're going to quietly bow out of succeeding Father as head of the family. Are you, Reen?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I have no intention of becoming the head of the family or the next Baron Schwarzer. What's so surprising about that? I was adopted. I wasn't born into a nobleman's life. The best thing would be for you to marry a good man and have him succeed Dad as Baron.
That doesn't even make sense! You might not be related to us by blood, but you're still Father's only son. And the right of adopted children to succeed their family name is recognized under Imperial law.
Yeah, if the adopted child is of noble blood. At least that's how it's gone in most cases, and I'm not.
Oh.
What am I? Some abandoned kid that Dad found buried in a blizzard 12 years ago. I couldn't even remember where I was from, or life before that. Just my name. And when he chose to take me in as his son, Dad became the hot topic of high society. People called him eccentric, crazy. Some of them even accused him of being unfaithful to Mom. One even asked him to his face if he intended to open wide the gates of the nobility to some low-born bastard. At some point, he got tired of dealing with all of it. He started to avoid leaving Ymir, and eventually he stopped showing his face at all among the nobility, except on rare occasions. I've caused a lot of trouble for our family, and I really don't want to cause any more than I already have. I doubt I'll be able to leave the Schwarzer name behind, but at the very least, I want you and Mom and Dad to have the respect you deserve with your peers. After all, you'll be 16 next year, making your debut into high society. I know it might seem extreme to you, but try to understand how I feel. I'll still visit Ymir. It's not like I want to just walk out of your lives altogether. That's not it. I mean, Mom and Dad have always looked out for me, and that's a debt I'll never...
You don't get it.
What?
You don't get it at all. You don't understand how Father feels. You don't understand how Mother feels. And you don't understand how I feel.
Elise?
You're the worst! Why do you always have to be so stubborn? I hate you! I hate you!
Elise...
He's not taking in... He's only considering how he feels about the situation.
Well, what are you doing just standing there?
What are you doing? What are you dropping?
Look, I'm sorry we might have overheard you, but that's beside the point right now. Don't just stand there, go after her! She was crying.
I know this isn't a simple problem, but you can't just leave things like they are. She needs you.
Indeed. You have a duty to her as family.
Okay, I will. If you see her around, let her know I'm looking for her.
We will, so get going.
You've got a slap or two coming when you do find her, I'd wager.
Yeah, probably.
It's no use. I can't sense her anywhere. I need to start looking around the entire campus.
Not here either. Fee, are you looking for Elise too? Mm-hmm. No luck so far though. Really, thanks. I appreciate it. It's just you had a family spat. They told you all about that, huh? I'm not noble by birth. The fact is, I don't even have a drop of no blood in me. But I'd always be an outsider in their world. That's why I know the day will come when I have to leave home, because I don't belong there. Not really. Elise would understand that, but it doesn't seem like she does. Till the others in Zephyr took me in, I was alone too. I never even knew my real parents. So I understand, at least a bit. But they were still family to me. I never thought about leaving them. Why would I? That's the one place I knew I'd always belong. Don't you feel like that about your family? Well, it's none of my business. Let's just find her. You're right. I'll leave this area to you then. Thanks, Fee. Okay. Stormy, you seem really flustered. If I'd known better, I'd say you were in some kind of trouble. It's, well... Your sister? Yeah, I don't suppose either of you have seen her, have you? Not that I'm aware of. Been here talking with Telwa for a while now. I see. Stunning beauty from Saint Asteria with luscious ebon locks. And she's Reen's sister, too, so I'm sure she must have the grace of her the finest, most delicate flower. So whoever finds her gets to be her one true prince, right? Absolutely not. Angie, this is serious. Sorry. Couldn't help myself. Anyway, we'll do what we can to help. I'll take the Overbike for a ride around the outside perimeter of the academy and see if I can find her. Honestly, I'll do what I can as the student council president to see if we can find her, too. I'll call you as soon as we hear anything, so keep searching. Thanks, both of you.
What am I going to do? I can't find her anywhere. Did she go back into town? It feels like she wouldn't have left the academy grounds, though.
Yo, Reen, what's up?
Crow? I'm just looking for someone.
A classmate? Or did some second-year sweetheart confess to you and you botched things up?
Actually, it's my younger sister. She's not a student here, though.
Oh, you have a sister? Honestly, I always kind of got that only child vibe from you.
Well...
I guess that must be who that girl I saw earlier was then. Long black hair, Saint Astraea Academy uniform, tear-stained cheeks.
That has to be her. Where did you last see her?
She was talking with one of those upper crust boys in white, out on that path behind the school. That stuck-up first year, what's his name? High Arms, I think?
Don't you dare start acting like you're above me, Reem Schwarzer. Just because Ymir's lord took you in out of pity doesn't change the fact that you're a nobody without a drop of noble blood.
With him?
He's the worst. Why does he never think about what would make him happy? I'm such an idiot. Why can't I just be more honest with him? And with myself? Huh? Where am I?
Oh, who might you be? That's the uniform of Heimdall's Saint Astraea Girls' School, if I'm not mistaken. What brings a lady like yourself all the way out here?
I'm sorry,
No, I apologize. I wasn't accusing you of anything.
Sure you weren't.
Right, I should introduce myself first. My name is Patrick. Patrick Hyarms. I'm sure you've heard the name before.
Hyarms? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Elise Schwarzer, daughter of Baron Schwarzer.
Ah, Elise. Such a lovely sounding name. Wait a second. Schwarzer? As in Reen Schwarzer? Are you his sister?
Yes. Reen is my older brother.
Why does she have to be related to that cretin? But wait, he was adopted. That means they aren't related by blood.
It seems you're not on the best of terms with my brother. I don't wish to cause you any unpleasantness, so I'll just excuse myself.
No, you aren't. I mean... Wait! That way!
You said you saw her behind the old schoolhouse. Which way did she go?
Oh, right. Come on. I'll show you where I saw her.
Damn. Where could she have scurried off to? The old schoolhouse is usually locked, so I don't think she could have gone in there.
Patrick!
You?
Where's Elise? You better not have tried to pick a fight with her and scared her off.
I did no such thing. I just happened to see her crying, so I approached her to see what was wrong. Then, when she took off running this way, I followed her, out of gentlemanly concern.
Ah.
Looks like she definitely came through here, though. You think she could have gone into that old schoolhouse you guys poke around in every month?
Couldn't be. We locked it after we finished up in there earlier. Huh.
Where am I? What is this place? The door wasn't locked. A cat? Oh. What is this? It looks like some kind of machine, and yet... Where's that cat I saw earlier? I don't see anywhere it could have hidden itself. Oh, it looks like there's something written here. Huh? Ah! So it was an elevator. I must have descended pretty far underground. What's this? A red door? It seems awfully huge. Maybe it leads to somewhere important?
Elise! Where are you?
No sign of her.
Why do I have to?
Elise?
Scream? It came from farther inside.
It came from below.
What do you...
Wow, so this is what... Going down, huh? All right then, patty cakes. Time to lock and load.
Don't call me that!
And don't be such a dick.
What the hell is that? A giant suit of armor?
Is someone noticing the fact that it's missing a head?
Elise!
What the?
Now.
What's happening?
Is he trying to suppress his power?
No, I'm not going to be swallowed by it anymore. I don't have a chance of beating that thing, but I have to try anyway. To take back myself, and take back what I lost that winter's day. What?
You're not thinking of leaving me out of the action, are you? Take care of the girl, Catastrophe.
Don't call me that either!
That's actually a pretty good one. Catastrophe.
Thanks. I owe you one.
No problem. Let's fire up those combat links. Ha, come at me.
Here we go.
All right. Arcus activate. Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
All right. Eat lead.
Here we go.
All right.
Go.
Leave it to me.
Go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Damn. I thought I'd finished my crash course in craziness half a year ago.
Thanks, Crow. So you can use Arcus too?
Yeah, I was part of the trial program for Class 7. That's how I met Toa, George, and Jellica.
I see.
Rean.
Police! Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. I just lost my balance when that tremor hit earlier. But thank you for protecting me. Just like you did back then. No, this time was different, wasn't it?
Yeah, I pulled through. Somehow.
I'm glad.
Oh.
Here comes the cleanup crew.
Is your sister... Oh, good. It looks like she's okay.
What happened here?
A giant suit of armor?
It looks like something imbued with the magic of the Dark Ages.
I can't begin to imagine what must have transpired here.
Well, a tough fight did, at least.
You're all here.
Good grief.
I'm so relieved you were able to find your sister and that everyone's okay.
She's even more of a beauty than I'd imagined.
Oh, I'd love to get some hands-on time with that door in this suit of armor.
I swear, it's almost comforting how you guys never change. But hey, what took you, instructor?
Sorry about that. Still, it looks like you guys managed to handle things just fine without me. I take it this big lug came from inside that door?
Yes, I was just looking at it when suddenly...
Hold on. Let's just give our report starting from the top.
Good evening, I'm your host, Misty. You're listening to Radio Trista. It's July 18th and things are finally cooling down now at 9 p.m. So pour yourself a cold drink and let's roll right into tonight's Aubin time, shall we? It's just over a week until Heimdall kicks off its summer festival, a month after the rest of the country. I'm sure plenty of you out there might be thinking of the concert in the Heimdall Opera House or the summer races. But the festival is best known for its opening day events, traditionally attended by members of the Imperial family. This year, Crown Prince Cedric will be making an appearance at the ceremony in Heimdall Cathedral. And his sister, Princess Alphen, will be attending a posh garden party sponsored by Heimdall City Hall. I would have loved to see the Empire's two greatest treasures in person, but alas, I can't get away from work that day. But don't you worry, I'm still planning on winning my bets on the summer races. I'll let you know how I do. If you're not old enough to place a bet, don't worry. You'll be able to make questionable financial decisions soon enough. Moving along, I'm sure by now many of you have heard about the ongoing construction of the giant building in Crossbell State. It's supposed to be even taller than the Rhineford building in Ruhr, making it the continent's first true skyscraper. The latest reports say that construction is almost complete and that it'll be unveiled at next month's trade conference. A lot of you have been writing in about it, so I'll be sure to keep you posted with all the latest.
Alright, so you've all been waiting for your next practical exam. Are you sure you don't want to sit this one out and just watch Reen? I'm sure. I've got enough rest in the past 3 days to make a full recovery. In fact, I'd say I feel even better than usual. Well, if you say so, in that case, you're up first. Now choose a partner. Okay. Go with Elliot. Your opponents today will be Blessy. How about Lauren Fee? Yeah, we'll go with them. Very well. Okay. A little on the blatant side today, you think? Well, this should make for an interesting battle, if nothing else. Lauren Fee have a clear advantage when it comes to strength and speed. They're both formidable opponents, but I think we have a good chance of winning this one. As long as we make good use of our combat links, this fight ought to be ours for the taking. Okay. Take your positions.
Don't you dare hold back!
Don't worry, I won't.
Here we go!
There's a performance just for you! Seventh Rhapsody! You've been a wonderful audience.
I was strong enough. Careless.
Is everybody okay?
Alright, that's enough. Green's team scores the victory. Excellently done, both of you. Thanks. As for you two, I don't even think I need to say anything, do I? No, instructor. Okay, let's move on to our next pairing. Next team for our next 2-on-2 battle will be... You're pretty well up there, Reen. We're really gonna have to do something about those two. Yeah, it's not like they hate each other or anything. At least I don't think they do. So I feel like if they get a good push in the right direction... Yeah, you're right. Looks like you're really back in fighting form, though. Yeah, never felt better, actually. I didn't want to drag this out and wind up wearing Elise. Sorry I caused so much trouble for everyone. Thank you so much for going to the trouble of preparing a bed for me. Oh, don't worry about that. Our maid can do that without even breaking a sweat. It's true. You can say that again. She was so well prepared you'd think Elise had called in a reservation. That's Sharon for you. Reen, are you sure you're alright? Yeah, I'm still sore all over, but that's nothing unexpected. Compared to the kind of training Master Ka-Fai used to put me through, I feel like I got off light. But still... Well, he doesn't appear to have any sprains or pulled muscles. Should be better in a couple days. I see. But I can't help but feel that if I hadn't been so careless, I hadn't gone to that building in the first place. In a way, it was Reen's fault, too. True, he got what he deserved for being so insensitive. I would have hoped that as an elder brother, you'd conduct yourself in a more seemly manner. Well, you're not wrong. But do you think you could maybe not all gang up on me at once? Well, can't really blame them this time. Let this be a lesson to you, Reen. Your family is your family, no matter what. Okay, I get it already. Seems everything turned out well in the end. So, we're no close to unlocking the secrets of that giant armor. Or the red door it was hiding behind. Yeah. All I know is that the red door showed up after we cleared the 4th floor of the old schoolhouse. And then when Elise went down there, it opened up that hulking armor, and that hulking armor came out. You said you heard the voice coming from the door, right? Yes, I think so. I don't remember much of what it said, though. Remember something about the 4th lock and the first trial and an awakener, too, whatever that is? You should commend for recalling even that much after what you've been through. At this point, it really does seem as though there's something significant hidden deeper in those ruins. It's getting harder and harder to presume anything else, isn't it? I think from now on it might be a better idea to leave the old schoolhouse alone. What? What do you mean? The reason I sent you guys there in the first place was because I thought it might make a good training ground. But what happened with Elise and with the elevator appearing, I feel conflicted about letting you go back. The principal's thinking about rescinding his request for you guys to investigate the place too. But I object. Fee, it's ideal for us to keep ourselves trained for battle, right? It seems like fighting down in there encourages us to cooperate better too. Much as it may lack weight coming from me, I'm inclined to agree. The effectiveness of combat links truly comes to the fore there. Yeah, the one seems to suggest that to me as well. Hey, Kuroi, how are you? Oh, the spin. You're so denying it's dangerous, but I feel like I'd regret it if we just stopped here. Yeah, I have so many questions about that place, and I want some answers. Yeah, I agree. Guys. Got booted off D4? I feel the same. Do you think you can talk to the principal and get him to change his mind? Looks like I don't have much of a choice, do I? Alright, I can't promise anything, but I'll do what I can to persuade the principal. If anything else weird happens in there, I want you to report it to me immediately. Is that clear? Yes, instructor. Rean, I'm afraid I still can't accept your position. Oh? You're having a shit ton of fun with it, though? I don't know. I tried playing Diablo 3 a couple times solo. I tried playing Diablo 2 a couple times solo. And it's like, it seemed really interesting story. And I mean, the combat was fun. But it was just, doing it solo, it felt lacking in some manner. But that's probably because I was like, I'm used to similar type games. Where I was playing with a friend in couch co-op back in college. Honestly, it seems to me that you aren't even certain yourself what you want for your life. And because of that, it's like you've lost your way. Well, am I right? I can't deny it, but this time I was able to come back to my senses. I think enrolling here at Thor's was the best thing I've done for myself in a long time. It's giving me the chance to start moving forward, little by little, and I owe that to my friends here. I've got a lot to think about, but I want to find an answer that works, not just for me, but for you, Mom, and Dad, too. I know it's frustrating, but I hope you'll stick with me while I'm figuring things out. And I'm sorry for being such a crappy brother to you. Rean. Because, like, I thought about picking it up and playing Diablo 4. But it's also one, it's like, when would I actually ever get around to actually playing it? Heimdall's not too far away. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon, though. We can talk about this more then, okay? Alright, that's a promise. You're really devoted to your sister, aren't you? Though I get the feeling it's way more than just devotion on her part. You think so? It's not like I spoil her or anything, and honestly, she can get pretty harsh toward me sometimes. It's different than 1 through 3 in that other players are actually present? What do you mean by other players are actually present? I mean, I wouldn't say we get along badly or anything, but, well, he really is totally oblivious. She's 15, right? I've heard that gnolls make their debut into high society when they turn 16. That's right, she'll be making her debut next year. Like after the intro, other players are running around openly? That sounds weird. I just hope she finds the guy who deserves her one day. Because I'm not letting just any old guy marry her, noble or not. He really can be dense sometimes. I almost feel sorry for his sister. Indeed. Help strangers kill world boss? I don't know. Maybe I will check it out after I get my my bonus check next month. Alright, that brings this month's practical exam to an end. Next, it's time to announce those weekend's field study locations. Here it comes, the moment of truth. Where are they planning to ship us off to this month? Looks like both groups are going to the same place. I assume we'll be dividing the work between our groups. You know, the capital is incredibly vast, so it seems like a logical solution. Group division aside, I'm certainly surprised at the choice of the capital as our destination. Yeah, you and I will have the field advantage, considering we're both from there. Guess this means I'll get to be in town for the summer festival after all. Instructor Sarah? Oh, whatever's the matter, my beloved pupil. Please don't call me that. I have no objections to our destination, or the arrangement of the groups. But I can't quite shake the feeling I'm being used again. It's true. And it does appear you're the only one who changed groups from last month. She's like, nope, I did no such thing. That innocent whistling isn't fooling anyone. Not at all.
Your rank's gone up. Here's a little something from the Academy. You did really well, Reen.
Alright, this is our chance to discuss what to do before they get here. But to be honest, I don't really have any good ideas. How about you guys?
I can't say that I do. Unlike me and Eustace, at least Laura and Fee understand each other to some degree. Our group's performance in last month's field study wasn't amazing, but there were no actual conflicts or anything.
Yeah, that's all the more reason why I feel like we should step in and do something for them. But from what Elisa and Emma have told me, it seems like they have trouble connecting with each other.
Yeah, that's the impression I get too. It's not like they hate each other, they're just having trouble coming to terms with their differences.
On the one hand, we have the daughter of a noble military family, a knight in shining armor as it were. While on the other, we have a girl who spent her childhood on the battlefield running with Jaegers. Their upbringings couldn't be more different when you think about it. Maybe their values too.
You're right. I wonder if that's...
I apologize for the delay.
Hey! Good morning, Laura.
You're certainly the early bird today.
You needn't worry about us. We have no intention of causing trouble, and we're prepared to do what we can to form a combat link as soon as possible. It's not our intention to be confrontational towards one another. Is that not the case, Fee?
Yep. Don't worry. We won't bring the group down during the field study.
Well, if you say so.
That's not really what we're worried about.
Anyway, we should finish up our preparations and head over to the station. I'll bet Group B is waiting there for us already.
Agreed.
Okay. She's going to die single, isn't she? Probably if Rean had anything to say about it, more than likely. Actually, wait, no, I forgot what this guy had for sale. Oh, not that I need. The one thing I need, no one seems to sell.
All right, I'll give it a try. What?
Okay. It's technically edible.
What do I need for this one? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're all here. Ready to take off? Ready as we'll ever be. Alright, let's get our tickets at the counter then. Well, the cab's only half an hour west, so at least this fare should be cheap. Good morning, everyone. Let me guess, you're headed for Heimdallr this month? That's right. We'd like 5 tickets to Heimdallr, please. Coming right up. You know, the Capital Summer Festival is coming up in just 2 days. I'm sure lots of people will be streaming at the Capital Subway, so be careful out there. We will, don't worry. I'm used to dealing with it. Okay, there's 5 passengers headed for Heimdallr. I'll have those 6 for you in just a moment. Well, at least we won't be waiting long. There's a train to Heimdallr every half hour, after all. So we'll really head to the capital. I've been there a few times before, but it's still pretty unfamiliar territory. I've been twice before on family business. Same here. I know where Elisa's academy is, but that's about it. Don't worry, I'll explain more about the city on the way over. It's a pretty big city, though. I'm not even sure where to start. Alright, not too much longer till we arrive, so let me give you a quick overview. Heimdall is, among many other things, the capital of this country, which means it's home of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugent Rhys Arnor III. Even children know that. We need useful local knowledge, not a recitation of travel brochure. Bah! Well, Heimdall is divided into 16 main districts. Each district is about as large as a whole town in any of the Empire's provinces. All in all, the city's population hovers around 800,000 people. Wow, I can hardly imagine that many people in one place. It's one of the continent's largest cities, isn't it? Indeed. Indeed it is. Crestville is known for being a thriving center of trade, but its population is only around 500,000. Meanwhile, to the south, Liberal's capital has about 300,000. The Republic's capital is pretty big too, but I don't think it's quite as big as Heimdall. Really? What? I was just wondering what kinds of tasks we may be asked to do in such an expansive city. I can hardly hazard a guess. Oh. We don't even know who our point of contact is, or even where we're going to be staying. Who knows, we will end up staying in Elliot or Machias' home. I doubt it, my house isn't big enough to put us all up. But Micah's dad is governor, so maybe he'll be staying at his place? I think it's even less likely. Dad spends most of his time as his official residence, so I doubt anyone's going to be at our family's place. Sergeant Sarah said there'd be a guide of some sort waiting for us at the station, though she didn't mention who. That's the instructor for you. Honestly, she never really tells us anything, does she? So we're almost there. Dude, it doesn't feel as though our train road is all that long. Well, it's just a stone's throw away west of Trista. We could have just come back to Trista at night. Well, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day after all.
Exactly on time.
Huh?
Wait, what?
You're that...
You're from the Railway Military Police. if memory serves me correctly.
You're Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
So, this must be the woman that...
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now. Ah, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
No way.
Dad?
Huh.
I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the Reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias' father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself. I'm Carl Regnitz, Machias' father. I'm the governor of Heimdall and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
My apologies for the occasion. I would have preferred to be brief you in City Hall. I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. You know, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort out our lodgings and tasks? It seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you wouldn't mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies, I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on the Horus Military Academy's board of directors. You what? How? First Juice's brother and then Alyssa's mother, and now Machias' father? It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. I can assure you the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did? I have a right in assuming there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class 7? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. Ah, you just did. Whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the board of directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study tasks and arranged lodging for all of you. Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which this is the first. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half of the city and tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. So one group will take the eastern half of the city and the other group the west. The city's big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart, even though we're in the same place. Indeed, I'm sure you've seen for yourselves how vast Heimdall is. If both groups were to rove around this entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I broke them down so that all Group A tasks are the area east of the Vinequare Street, while Group B tasks are focused on the west area. Must be an important street. I believe that street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city, leading to the Imperial Palace. That's one. As soon as you leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of this field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. Now, I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. This envelope looks just like the ones we usually get with our field study itinerary. What about this address and key? Oh, Altar Seat, that's around where my family lives. Really? Yep, can't say the address brings any particular place to mind, though. I seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city. Yes, it's a fairly living working class neighborhood. Dad, are these? That's right, the address of the places you'll be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel for the city. Oh, my apologies, I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. To Dad? The purpose of the summer festival will have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat a bit longer, but that's life and politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communications functionality for Arcus has been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Oh, wait, hold on, just say. I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict than he acts, but he actually seems more playful. I feel ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he managed to fulfill his responsibilities as governor somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job. Coming from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth, but people say he's a born leader too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a favorable light as well. I fear he butts heads with the noble faction far less than his fellow reformist, Chancellor Osborne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RMP. Well, the capital is the nexus in the heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the railway military police find itself indebted daily to Governor Regnance's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor, at least a little. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get our field stay underway, so if you'll excuse us. Of course, I wish you well in your studies. If you follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Incredible. So vast. The size of the city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. It only starts to think in after I'm in the capital after I see an orbital train zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. There's something of an icon here in Heimdall. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass. Amazing, all that and so many orbital cars on the roads too. Oh, is that building off in the distance? That'd be Volflame Palace, resident of His Majesty the Emperor. Although from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. Wish you best of luck on your 3 days of field study. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. She really doesn't seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed. Though the railway military police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions. Not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy. If France has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs. I've rarely seen them in Legram. Though judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they did seem exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in uniform. Some people have all the luck. It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. Alright, I suppose we ought to get moving then. Yeah, we'll need to hop a tram to where our lodges are, then find the addresses we've been given. We've got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. Fee, Laura, take care of yourselves. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. Alright, bye for now then. Eastbound orbital tram will be departing momentarily. All those wishing to board, please do so at this time. I actually got the weirdest compliment, not today, but yesterday from one of the people I work with. They're in a different department. They hear me talk on the phone quite often. And since I do computer technology repair, I usually end up having to, in some instances, argue and fight with people about how things are going to work. And they're just sobbed after I got off the phone call the other day. I was like, it's amazing how well you just so politely beat people down on the phone and not take their shit whatsoever. It's like, I've had years of practice. It's like, it's not that hard. And then she's just like, looks over at another coworker of mine who sits right next to me. And she's like, and he just flops over like a dead fish and anything and everything. It's like, yeah, he does. He needs to learn how to say no. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big the street is. Haha, really? The street is nothing special to those who've lived here all their lives. But I suppose seeing all the orbital cars and trams zipping along must be a real sight to people from the provinces. Indeed, even though in my home province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages. I've never seen so many orbital cars in one place before. Well, even here, carriages were the standard up until around 20 years ago. These days, they seem kind of quaint. You never really see them anymore. The Republic's capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. After that, Crossbow probably is the most. Oh, really? Done a lot of traveling for someone your age. I guess when you were in a... Yep, Jaeger worked tasty places. Anyway, where's Aldo Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. Oh, we should be taking a right here. I don't really find myself near Aldo Street all that often. Looks like you live in a nice part of the city, though. You think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Oh yeah, Elliot, we're in here, right? Why don't we drop by your house first? But, well, that does seem like the natural thing to do. Hey, I want to see it. Well, it's really near here, but still. I doubt my dad will be in. Not sure if my sis will be either. Yeah, I think you mentioned having an older sister before. All the more reason to pay them a visit then, right? Okay, if you insist. Thanks. My house is a two-story place with all the flowers over there. Don't know if anyone's home right now, but we can have at least a look. Okay, give me just a moment.
Right. Right.
Hmm. Hmm.
My foot itches.
Hmm.
Right.
There we go. Since I was last here that I feel a bit nervous. Don't worry, I know the feeling. No need for such hand-wringing, it is your home after all. I know, but still. Okay, come on in. Wow, it feels like it's been ages since I was home. So this is Elliot's house. Oh, is someone there? I'll be with you in just a moment. Sorry for the wait. What? Is she? She looks just like Elliot. Hi sis, I'm home. Elliot? Whoa. Oh my. It's you. It's really you. I didn't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Oh, thank the goddess. Sis, please, not in front of my classmates. Looks like you get along pretty well. Yeah, I'm almost jealous. I'm Elliot's older sister, Fiona Craig. I've been saving my brother's skin at school. I'm so glad to finally meet all of you. Actually, Elliot's the one doing the saving most of the time. Indeed, his attentiveness has proven valuable on many occasions. Yeah, it has. Are you blushing? Of course not. Why would I be? You must be Reen, Laura, Machias, and Fee. Now I see what you meant when you wrote that you'd made some really interesting friends. Yeah. You're not teaching any piano classes today? As it so happens, I have the day off, and none of the children have come by either, so you picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home? Elliot is in the wind orchestra at the academy, too. Is everyone in this family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. Couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. I'd love the chance to go to a concert with his family once in a while, but he's so busy with work that he rarely has a chance to come home and see us. What does your dad do anyways? Well... Oh, have you not told them? Now you mentioned I don't recall you ever saying. Is something secret you can't talk about? Oh no, nothing like that. He's in the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army, really? Yeah, probably no way you'd guess that looking at me, right? I didn't exactly inherit the physique. You've got a point. But man, the last name Craig in the Army, it sounds really familiar. Wait, your father wouldn't happen to be Olaf Craig, would he? The Olaf Craig? Decorated Lieutenant General of Erebonia's Armed Forces? That's our dad, all right. I think I've heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the Imperial Army, and he's known more widely around the Empire simply as Craig the Red. He leads the 4th Armored Division, which boasts the greatest firepower in the entire armed forces. I read about him in the research I did before entering the academy, but I never put 2 and 2 together when I met Elliot. Come to think of it, doesn't Instructor Neihart come from the 4th Armored Division too? It kind of threw me when I saw Elliot just casually chatting with him a while ago. But now I can see how you'd wind up talking with him outside of class. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, I met him through my dad before coming to the academy. Well, I'm not surprised you didn't peg me as Olaf Craig's son. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't find out. Elliot. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things all awkward like this. Just don't worry about it. Oh, right. Do you know of any hotels around here, Fiona? We've got an address for where we're staying, and it's apparently around here, but I've got no clue where it actually is. What? You're not staying here? Well, we are in town for a field study. Besides, there aren't enough beds for all of us. But it's been so long since I last saw you. I guess we finally reached that age when it's not cool to give your sis big hugs anymore. Feel a little sad, but I guess we all grew up. I'll still be watching over you, though. Sis, please. Still, that's kind of strange. There aren't any hotels in this area, at least not that I know of. Huh? Not at all? Perhaps my father gave us the wrong address. Well, your father doesn't seem like the type to make such a careless mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but can you show me the address he gave you? Oh, sure thing. It's written right here. Oh, I think I know where this is. Isn't this where the old Bracer Guild used to be? Oh, a guild branch? Are you sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there, though we've been out of touch for a while now. Really? I had no idea. Bracers, huh? Still, I'm baffled as to why my father would choose to put us up in an old guild house. Well, we should at least go have a look for ourselves. Do you know the way, Elliot? I think so. Should be just down the road from here. I was hoping you'd stay a bit longer, but if you have things to do, I'll just sit here alone. It'd make my day if you dropped by for meals while you're here, though. I'd be more than happy to cook for you all. That's great. What do you guys think? Well, if it wouldn't be any trouble, I'm not going to turn down home cooking. I'm in. That's the spirit. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up in this evening. So make sure you get plenty done today and work up a real appetite. Seems like we have more than just the festival to look forward to now. You said it. Alright, let's head on over to the guild. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the place written on the memo. I didn't think we'd end up staying in an old guild branch. Guys in Group B was fixed up in the other one then. So there's more than one guild branch in the city? Yeah, back when the guild still had a presence, Time Dweller, there were 2 branches. The guild pulled the city over a year ago though, so not many pay attention to these buildings now. Is that so? This guild still has an active branch in my hometown, Legram. Really? That's more the exception than the rule these days. The building looks surprisingly new considering they've been gone for over a year. Oh, that's because there was a big fire that swept through here about 2 years ago. They rebuilt the buildings after that, but they wound up getting shuttered when the guild left town anyway. No one knows for sure whether the fire was an accident or not. Some people still think it was set by terrorists. That's an unsettling thought. It's just a rumor, though. There's no proof of anything. Must have been that operation. Nothing. Anyway, let's head in, shall we? My father gave us keys, so we should be able to let ourselves in. Well, shall we open it up? I was actually expecting it to be less tidy inside. There's only a notice posted up on some of the walls and bulletin boards. It seems to be notice of who's currently in charge of the building. Apparently it's currently owned by the local government. Well, that explains why the governor had the authority to let us stay here while we're in town. Which part are we staying in then? There's something about a reception counter down here, so I suppose we must be staying upstairs? Let's go wrap up our stuff and see what we've got in store for today. He's prepared brand new beds for us and everything. Isn't that going a little far? This isn't a hotel. I'm not going to complain. Your dad really seems like a nice guy. We should appreciate his consideration. Alright, now that we've got our lodging sorted out, time to take a look at today's tasks. The task monkey's father said concerned to show the variety one would expect from a city this size. Yeah, we'll need to make sure we know exactly what each task involves before taking it on. Our group's covering the area west of Vanquer Street, so it might be a good idea to go around and scope out all those places before noon. Agreed. We'll get an idea of where everything is. We can use the orbital trends to visit all the relevant locations on this side of the city while we're going through our tasks. You two alright with being our travel guides? Of course, might as well put our knowledge to use. It may be hard to show you around a city this size, but I'll give you as grand tour as I can. Sis says she'll fix dinner for us, so let's head back from here when it starts getting late. Yeah, once we're done with everything, let's go to Elliot's house. Okay, let's get moving. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Understood. So we can ensure we're not shown up by Group B. Just as I can have one of... Okay, so we're gonna go try and find a replacement record. You know they sold old records and didn't decide to just bring that up? Machias, you're useless. So you found it after all. Okay. This is Dracula's Plaza, the largest building you can see in the distance is Valflame Palace, home of the Imperial family and the government. I can see a statue of Emperor Dracula's Lionheart in the center of the plaza as well. This is the one place in the capital that never gets any less stunning, no matter how many times I see it. Well, we've come all the way out here, we might as well go take a closer look. Yep. Welcome, would you like some gelato? Excuse me, I'd like to... Oh, there are a lot of you today. How many will you be having? What flavors? I'll take lemon. Don't play along with her. Unfortunately, we have come to purchase your assuredly delicious gelato. We were sent by the governor to assist you with a request. Oh, so that's why you're here. Sorry about that. No worries. May I ask what you need our help with? Of course. There's a customer who stopped by for some gelato the other day, see? He told me all about how his hat was a handsome gift he received for someone very special to him. Veronica dropped it by Masol, and there's been no sign of him ever since. That's not good. Especially if it was so important to him. He was probably devastated after he realized he'd lost it too, which means he's most likely frantically searching for it as we speak. Catch being that he's unaware of where exactly he dropped it. Yep, that's probably it. I could have given it back to him by now if he were a regular customer, but he's definitely not. Well, if you knew who he was, this wouldn't be a problem. How old do you think he was? He was in his 20s at least. Definitely he was from the Ost district. That's all I know, though. Sorry. How many 20-something males are there in Heimdall? More than would make this easy. Still knowing he's from the Ost district should make things easier. Oh yeah, that's where your house is, isn't it? Exactly. The Ostrich District has a strong sense of community, and I know a pub owner who may know something. So I assume we'll find him eventually. And I see no reason not to go to this pub. Probably our best bet. Could we take the hat with us, Jasmine? Of course, here you go. Thank you. Okay, lead the way. Of course. The pub's called Gamgee's, and it's owned by a man named, well, Gamgee. It's located around the center of the district. Pubs are always good for getting info. Good luck finding him. I owe some gelato for this. Don't worry, we'll make sure he gets his hat back. Oh. This is where the Imperial Government's headquartered too, right? Yeah. It's a pretty imposing building, though. Looking up at it, one can really appreciate the grand scale of this nation. True. Oh, you're all here, too. Wait, are you guys doing here? Totally coincidence. It's not like we were planning to run into you here. Isn't you supposed to be focusing on the western half of the city? I seem to recall you were being assigned to cover the east side, and yet here you are. This must be where our areas overlap. You've been going around exploring all the places on your list too, then? Yes, we only arrived here by tram a little while ago. How's everything coming along, Fee? Not bad. Still, in a city this big, it's quite a coincidence to just run into each other like this. True. Perhaps fate keeps trying to bring us together. Take it that you put you all up in the old girls too, then? You have to say, I didn't see that coming. Your dad seems like he's the meddling type, Machias. I wish I could disagree. I'm sure he has his reasons. We've explored about half of our assigned areas so far. How about you? We started making the rounds, unfortunately. I see. Good luck, then. The city's vast, so I'm sure you'll manage. Thanks. Oh, hey, why don't we all get lunch together later? That sounds wonderful. I'm sure Glentir will be able to get together again during our visit, after all. True, it'd be a perfect chance to exchange information as well. I have no objections. Alright, just give us a call on the Arcus when you're ready to take a break for lunch. We'll do the same. Sounds like a plan. Back to exploring, then. Yeah, let's move on to the next area. Later, everyone. Later! Alright, let's get back to exploring, then. Right. Let's see if we can finish scouting out our assigned areas before noon. Ah, won't let me pet the kitty. Long time no see, Gamgee. Well, I guess didn't expect to see you back so soon. Did Carl call you back to help with the summer festival or something? Not exactly. And again, this is my father we're talking about. That might have been his plan all along. I guess you haven't outgrown your habit of overthinking things. Either way, glad to see you're doing well. Make yourself at home. I hope you kids stick with him too. He's stubborn as a mule, but a good guy at heart. Will do. We're well aware. Thanks. But to that matter at hand, there's something I'd like to ask you, Gamgee. Could you take a look at this hat for us? We're searching for its owner. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I figured. I'll remember now. Jim's wife made this for him after they got married. The guy was crazy about it and wouldn't stop showing it off, so I tried my best to erase the damn thing from my mind. So it's Jim, is it? Stress he dropped something that important to him, though. Well, hurry up and give it back to him. He'll probably cry tears of joy. Last I heard, he's off work today, so you should find him at his house. Just try to keep this secret from his wife if you can. It's get awkward if she heard that he dropped it, I guess. Discretion might be a good idea. Do you know where he lives? Yes, outside, take a slight right and head down the steps. It's directly ahead. Thank you for the information, Gamgee. Don't sweat it.
Looks like we've hit a dead end.
This area seems easy to get lost in.
Doesn't look like Jim's home. Yeah, let's ask Grass where he is. Let him know where Jim is, would you? You just missed him, actually. He wandered out a short while ago without so much as a word. He's been acting a bit odd for the past few days, too. You wouldn't have him know anything, would you? No, of course not. Right. What did you need him for, anyway? Oh, Gamgee wanted me to pass a message on to him, that's all. Well, that's the kind of thing you'd want to do face to face. He shouldn't have gone too far. Thank you for letting us know. Sorry for intruding. Uh-huh. Come on, Tram, hurry up. I wish I could remember where I dropped it. Jim, there you are. Found him just in time. Yeah, would have been easy to find him if you got on the tram. Did you say find him? Were you looking for me for some reason? No, we were. This wouldn't have to be yours, would it? My hat! Can't believe it. This is it. The hat. The hat that Grass made for me. Oh, think Idios. I've been looking all over for this for the past few days. Where in the world did you find it? We didn't find it at all. Lady at the gelato stall by the plaza picked it up after you dropped it. Oh. Now I think about it, I do remember taking it off over there since my head was getting itchy. And then you accidentally dropped it. Is that... I had no idea you were here, Grass. Sorry, Machias. I decided to follow you after I realized what happened. I can't believe you, Jim. Not only did you drop the hat, you didn't even tell me the truth about it. Sorry, I just didn't want to upset you. I understand how you felt, but you should have just told me. Didn't you swear never to keep anything from me when we got married? I'm more upset over the fact that you broke that oath than anything else. You're right. I'm so sorry. I should have told you right away. I'll forgive you this time. Thank you so much for returning it to him. I couldn't be more grateful. This isn't even close to the proper word, but here. Are you sure we can have these? Oh, by all means. Please give our thanks to Lady at the gelato stall, too. Of course. Well then, let's get home, darling. We wouldn't to waste your day off now, would we? No, we would not. Again, thank you all so much for this. So you managed to find him then? Thank goodness. How can I ever repay you? I think you're overestimating what we actually did. Don't worry about it. That's not true at all. Speaking of which, you must all be exhausted after all that running. I want some gelato to refresh yourselves. You mean it? Wow, thank you. It's the least I can do. What a treat, thank you. This looks deliciously refreshing.
Isn't this...
Oh, this is where they published the Imperial Chronicle newspaper.
Hello, can I help you? Hi, we're listeners from Thor's Military Academy. We're here to follow up on a request someone made of us. Oh, I see. You must be Class 7 then. Would you like me to call the man who made this request out to meet you? Yes, please. Understood. Please take a seat on the sofa over there, then I will do so. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Norton, a photographer here at the Imperial Chronicle. We've actually met Ring here before, though. Glad to see you're keeping well. Likewise, nice to see you again. Didn't expect I'd run into you like this, though. You know him? Yeah, I met him during our field study last month. Right, back when you were in the Nord Highlands. Yep, I was there at the same time. I really owe Reen and the rest of his group for everything they did for me. I probably wouldn't have gotten pictures as good as I did if it weren't for them. Now you're exaggerating things. I'll take the compliment, though. I wouldn't mind having you folks with me next time I head out. Okay, enough hopes and dreams. Let's talk about the details of this request. I'm guessing it's summer festival related? How could it not be? It's always got us scrambling this time of year. So basically, I want you to help take some of the weight off of our shoulders. How would we do that exactly? I need you to help us make a tourist pamphlet, essentially. We put these things out on a regular basis, but this one's made specifically for the festival. But like I said, we're so swamped around here that it's really dragging. Sounds tough. I assume you won't be asking us to actually write the thing, will you? No, we wouldn't go that far. We need to go to some of the featured stores and do a couple things. First up, you need to collect each store's comment for the pamphlet. Don't worry, we've asked them to write them in advance. After that, we need you to take a picture of the store and its employees for us. And just to make sure everything's the way it should be sure to read each store's comment back to them. That sounds very doable. Yeah. Rand knows how to use the camera too, so we shouldn't run into any issues. Is that so? Hardly an expert, but I know how to work one at least. Now that we know what we have to do, just how many stores we'll be visiting exactly. 5 in total. They're all in Vanquire Street, too, so you won't be running around much. You'll find the first 2 in Plaza Bifrost. We're looking for Weston House, which is a general grocery store, and Mimosa, a coffee shop of sorts. Named Watson's, Lumiere Orbital Factory, Lise Lesage, which is right next to Lumiere. Get all that, Monkius? Yep. That's a lot of shops. If I don't, we'll find any trouble finding them. Yeah, they're all on the west side. They're not exactly going to get lost. Well, that's everything you need to know. Any questions? Nope, we're good. I'm working, so I'm counting on you. Get Citron to give me a shout when you've been to all the stores. I appreciate if you give her the comments to the camera when you're done, too. Will do. Let's get started. Table for 5? Okay, well, I guess these would be the tables then. No, I need to wrap it up for the night. Nice work out there. Just let the photos you took develop too and give them a once-over. How were they? I was a bit nervous knowing that a pro would be looking at them. Let me tell you, there was no need for that. You took some nice shots. They're just right for this. That's a relief. Nice, good for you. Do all the comments seem to be in order? Yep, look good to me. Now all we gotta do is plan out the campus layout and we'll be done. That's wonderful. Running around the street was worth it then. I'll say, thanks guys, I really appreciate it. You did great work. Alright, can't forget to hand over a reward. Here you go. It's very nice of you, thanks. Time to get back to work. Feels like a lot less to handle thanks to all of you though. Okay. With that, and how late it is, I'm going to save, and then we will take a look and see who's out there to raid. If anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. Let's see. Ooh. We will raid them. They are playing an amazing game called Stray. If you've not played Stray, I absolutely believe you should. Or if you want to watch me play it, you can go see our archive on our YouTube channel. But thank you for joining us here this evening. We'll be back tomorrow, or well, later today actually, with more something. Till then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.